What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of 420 Overlook. Today we're going to be bringing you a review of some Granddaddy Perp. Obviously my brother's going to be doing the review.
Yeah, because we only have it in plant form, so of course my brother, he was saying earlier that he don't actually smoke it.
Yeah, I use only edibles, and I use cannabis 2.0 and pill, capsule form.
But it's a good strain, Granddaddy Purple. Actually originated in about 2003. It's a cross between Purple Urkel and Big Bud. It's a pretty heavy indica though, which I'm not really a smoker of. I'm more of a sativa guy, but it's very good. It's good for, I believe the main thing is pain, appetite, sleep loss, I was told once.
Yeah, stress,
but it's very good. It has a fruity aroma, almost grape, some would say, but it's very good. It's smooth tasting, that's for sure. Yeah, that's some good stuff right there. No. Okay. That's my mom.
Come back here, Mom. Come back here behind us. Try not to bump the table and knock the camera down. I know how you are. You can't be doing nothing.
I'm not doing nothing.
You might say that. It's my mom.
Yep, that's our mom.
I feel good today. This is one of my better days.
They know.
That's good. But we're also going to be talking a little bit about kind of a...
We had a request actually from one of our subscribers and one of our viewers. We're going to be doing talking a little bit today about the feds. The feds supposedly getting tough on legal marijuana. So we actually have a lot of information on that. We were asked what our thoughts and our views were on it and our opinion. Like I said, we also have a lot of information on this that we're going to be sharing.
What exactly are they meaning by get tough? What are they meaning by that?
Like the federal government cracking down. We're going to knock the camera down, Mom. The federal government cracking down on the legalization of marijuana.
Cracking down on how they're going to try to start shutting down dispensaries that have already been opened and stuff. They're going to try to undo all the progress that's been made.
Yeah,
because there's already, 20, how many states?
20 states for medicinal, 25 states for medicinal, 8 states for recreational, and Dominican Republic's also recreational. So
they're going to have to go and undo all that?
Yeah, well, they're not going to be able to. Federally it's illegal. Marijuana sales recreationally is illegal in this country. So, but state-wise it is legal. But I'm going to actually be, here in just a moment we're going to be covering that. I got a lot of information on it. So, yeah, we can get...
Man, this tastes real smooth.
We can actually go ahead.
It's definitely a stress reliever, this Granddaddy Purple is.
Is it already hitting you?
Yeah, it is. It feels good.
Yeah, we can actually...
It's real heavy.
We can actually get a close-up of that of him right now.
Why would you want to get a close-up?
Because you said you wanted to
see the
see
eyes.
How
they're already lower and everything.
Yeah.
We really got eye recognition in that phone.
Yeah, shut up.
So we can download, your file later.
Sorry, guys. Let me knock that down.
You have the top of our heads cut off.
Yeah, I do.
No, we'll just pluck your eyes out.
Having a little bit of technical difficulty here.
You would think he'd be the one smoking.
Yeah, because I can't fix the camera now. We're not going to edit that out, guys. That's just funny right there.
Yeah.
Anyway, did you mention when that was actually introduced?
Yeah, 2003.
Yeah, 2003.
Around that.
It's not as old of a strain as you'd actually think.
Well, you got to think though, it's already 2017. It's decent little age
already.
Yeah,
14 years.
Because you've already been hearing about it for a while. I've been hearing about it for a while.
Oh yeah, it's been out in every rap song in the world.
Granddaddy Perp. I guess I abbreviated it.
Yeah.
As it's been around. But I've also tried the Purple Urkel. And that one was pretty good too.
What about Big Bud?
No, I never tried the Big Bud.
I've never even heard of Big Bud.
Neither have I.
I'm gonna have to do some research on that. We might do a video on Big Bud, guys.
You ever heard of Walker Kush?
Walker Kush. No.
I had some today.
Did they?
What's the deal on that?
I'm scared of it though.
Was it a sativa or indica?
It was indica.
It's a Kush. It's a indica.
Oh yeah, duh. Hey, this is good stuff, man. I don't know, okay? I got lost in what I was talking about. I should know them things.
Non-smoker teaching us.
Yeah, I know. He don't even smoke it. But
Anyway,
he eats
man,
it. It's the
yeah,
same
but I
thing.
still use
Yeah, he
it,
still
man.
eat it. He still uses it. So don't mind.
Anyway, guys, on this, as far as the feds
It's out.
getting tough on weed legalization. As I said, it's medicinal in 25 states, recreational in 8 states, plus Dominican Republic, and so federally it is illegal. Every weed you've obtained, even if you live in one of these legal states, it was obtained illegally,
That's
as
why
far
they,
as federal law goes.
that's why they smash in on them dispensaries.
Now, as far as state law goes, it's obviously legal in some, and it's snowballing. And it would be very hard for the federal government to come in and shut down these dispensaries and, rewind the progress that we've made as far as this. You're getting out of the camera frame.
I know, but just real quick, I was gonna. Okay.
But if they did this, it would create a huge backlash.
Yeah.
Huge backlash, and politically it would be negative. It would have a negative effect on our government.
It would have a negative effect on the economy as far as the revenue.
Yes,
that's
it
already
would.
on it. Everywhere.
It absolutely would.
That's why they can't get too tough on it. I mean, well, that would be a mistake on their part.
But just to show you a little bit of the mindset of some of these federal and government officials that are against it, that want to shut it down, such as Alabama Senator Jeff Sessions. He's totally against marijuana, totally against it. He's the one, I'm sure you guys have heard of him, he's the one that said anyone that smokes pot is a bad person.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyone that uses marijuana.
Yep, is a bad person. Let's talk a little bit about this. Just so y'all get a little bit better idea of this guy and what kind of person he is. He was a supporter of the Ku Klux Klan. He actually mentioned and stated once in an interview, and he actually joked with this, the person who was interviewing him was an African American male, and it was his colleague. He actually said, I was fine with the Ku Klux Klan until I found out they all smoked pot. That teaches you a little bit about that guy.
He said that?
Yep, that lets you know a little bit about him and what kind of person he is. So he's against weed, but he was a supporter of the Ku Klux Klan. So, should his opinion even matter? Really?
Well, well, no.
No, but it does.
No, it don't.
Well, now
It
he's
don't.
the Attorney General.
And, a little bit more on it is, Trump, during his whole campaign, one of his bigger things was he repeatedly vowed that it needs to be handled on a state level.
And it does.
And it does. So basically what I'm saying is the prohibition of marijuana should be left up to the state. The federal government shouldn't be involved. Trump believes that if the federal government was to interfere, it would create heavy backlash. And it would. And another thing is that, let me read a little bit right here right quick. I want to read you guys something specific, or tell you guys a little bit about something specific. Let me find it here.
And by the way, I was going to say this Granddaddy Purple is real heavy actually after a minute. And I'm only on a second bowl that I'm sharing with my parents. So, yeah, that's some good stuff for sure. What is it?
I can't find it, but I can pretty much remember the gist of it. The same guy, I'll leave the link in the description so you guys can actually go and read this for yourselves. The same guy, Jeff Sessions, oh no, that's what I was going to talk about. As far as federal government goes, they're going to have trouble with it. Let me explain something to you guys. As of this year, the FBI itself, the Federal Bureau of Investigations, has decided to loosen their policy on hiring employees that have records of past marijuana use. So what that means is before, you couldn't be hired, FBI, you couldn't work in the FBI if you had past marijuana use on your record. Now, you can. They will still hire you. So, as far as the question went, as what do we think about the feds getting tough on legal marijuana use and sales?
They won't do much.
We think it's bullshit.
It's all hot air.
We think they can't do a damn thing about it or they would have done it. It's something that they're going to have to accept and go along with because it's snowballing at such a rapid rate. It's becoming such a powerful fad and trend that they're going to have no choice but to legalize it federally.
Don't say it as like a fad or a trend because it's the medicinal purposes that's already ahead.
And it's actually, as far as medicinal purposes go ahead, say what you
Well, I
want.
was going to say, there's already benefit. The reason, the medicinal purposes of it is so good that they, why not make it recreational?
Right, that's right, you're right.
Because you got to think like there's the 20 some odd states for medicinal and then the 8 or 9 for recreational. So, I mean, it's all catching up.
Yeah.
But
and you're absolutely right.
Trend and stuff, I don't know if I would
I shouldn't have worded it like that, and I
and
apologize, but you're absolutely right. But as far as what he just said, as far as that goes, the government has it listed as a Scheduled 1 drug. And the reason why they have it listed like that is because a Schedule 1 drug is a Schedule 1, so they don't have to recognize any medicinal purposes or properties. The government doesn't recognize its medicinal properties and says it doesn't have any that can be proven that they don't exist.
They say there's none?
There's none.
But
they say there's no medical benefits to marijuana. That's why it's Schedule 1.
We'll have to look up some links.
But we all know that's not true. There's plenty of research to back it up. A quick Google search will show you just how much medical benefit there is to it. And also, with the FBI loosening the reins on marijuana use, it would be kind of hard for our government to go and crack down on these states and start trying to put people in cages for buying and using it when their own Federal Bureau of Investigation is warming up to the idea.
Well, see, they need to spend time actually hunting a true criminal.
Yeah.
Someone that's actually out there causing harm to the public or something like that.
That's true.
Someone that's sitting there killing or something like that. That's what you need to be hunting down, using all that time and effort for.
So, really, in our opinions, there's nothing to worry about. They're not going to come down and stop sales of marijuana and try to crack down on these states that have legalized it. We believe that it's an ongoing thing that's going to eventually be legal in all states, federally. I'll tell you another thing that Jeff Sessions says. He also said that marijuana is a dangerous drug. You cannot play with it. It's not funny. It's not something to laugh about. Good people don't smoke marijuana. Well, Jeff, the FBI does. Maybe you should look in your own backyard before you start looking at the rest of us. That's all I got to say to you, buddy.
Well, we'll definitely be leaving a link to this.
Yeah, definitely be leaving a link to this. For y'all that want to just go and try to search it, actually what you want to search is will, in the Google bar, just type in, will the Trump administration launch a civil war over legal weed? The answer to that question, because that's a $1 million question, is no. Trump recognizes, he's a businessman. We all know who Trump is and about the Trump Tower and his empire, his $1 billion empire with real estate and every other thing that can make him money. Trump recognizes it's, help me out, Joe. What's a good way to say this? It's the opportunity it provides as far as revenue. Yes. It's
there are many applications of it.
If coffee and oil are our two most traded commodities, oil being number 1, coffee being number 2. Oil is falling, as we all know. It has to be replaced by something, and marijuana, if legalized federally, would be a more traded commodity than oil or coffee, either one probably combined, and the revenue it would generate would be tremendous.
Yeah, that's true.
Tremendous, folks.
The revenue it's already brought is tremendous.
Yep.